Hello, soul friends, and welcome to AfroEssence. Love has guided you here to this space where we journey into the depths within, exploring our inner worlds while transforming our outer realities. Together, we'll cultivate radical self love and embrace feminine grace in order to create lasting change in our lives. On this first ever episode on AfroEssence, we are going to be talking about self love as a portal of initiation to the self within. This is also going to be a mini introduction to yours truly, me. So let's dive in. Many people talk about self love and how important self care is for a balanced existence. Yet, no one truly addresses how immensely difficult it is to adopt this kind of mindset. We're born into this world, a world steeped in trauma, pain, and suffering. And from the moment we are born and all through our childhood, especially during our childhood, we are inundated with beliefs, ideologies, and thought patterns that are not always for our highest good. And it's because during that phase of our childhood, that phase where we are easily impressed upon, our minds are more malleable, so to speak. We absorb these thought patterns, these beliefs, again, that are not always for our highest good, and we make them into a sort of law that we end up living our lives by. And by the time we reach adulthood, we end up creating our realities from a place of fear and wounding because we never took the time to deconstruct those false beliefs. Now, in my case, in my personal story, I grew up with this societal expectation that I needed to always fit in somewhere. That if I wasn't fitting in with my peers or with a certain group, then something was wrong with me. And I think this was fostered from my culture. So I grew up in a traditional West African home where respect is a given, it's demanded, it's not earned. Unfortunately, respect is demanded. And even what people do is they fake the respect, so to speak, they fake the care and the love, and that is accepted. So you end up growing up or surrounding yourself with people that truly hide behind false masks, and it's okay as long as there's a show of respect. And for some reason, this just didn't sit well with me, especially when, after attempting to behave in this way, to reach those expectations, I still wasn't feeling accepted. I still wasn't fitting in. This way of thinking, this thought pattern, particularly, it fostered a people pleasing behavior in me. And this behavior, this people pleasing tendency, it permeated every aspect of my psyche. It affected me, it affected my self confidence, my self esteem. There was this emphasis on just superficiality in connections. It made me feel like perhaps there was something inherently wrong with me. After a while, it seemed like the universe had enough of me, playing small, forcing myself to fit in where I don't belong. And I began to experience a series of upheaval that slowly but surely woke me up. It woke me up to the abundance and the power that resides in me that I couldn't see because I was too focused on surface level connections, on pretending to be what I am not. I have my crystal here just to something to hold on to because I do get anxious when speaking in front of the camera, but I realized that my inability to fit in isn't a flaw. Rather, it is brilliant. It is what makes me unique, what makes me uniquely me. And I love myself the more for it. And when I started to subconsciously dismantle this false ideologies, these false beliefs, and I began to align my actions with what was truly me, my true essence, I started to feel this profound sense of happiness, of freedom coming from deep within that nothing on the surface could bring to me. And this was before I even understood fully the concept of self love. And then there was this period of back and forth where it was almost like I was having an inner battle. I would go through a period of self empowerment, self love. I would feel one with my true essence. And then I'll get hit with like outside influences and outside external energies or even energies within me. You know, those thoughts that try to bring you down, that try to stop you from expanding consciously. I'll get hit with those thoughts and I will forget that the source of the love, the gift of love that God, the universe, the creator has given to me lies within. I forget during these periods and I would give my power away. And I noticed that the periods where I would give my power away or I'll act in a way that does not serve my highest good, I would immediately feel lost, restricted, and disconnected from my true self. And then that's when it hit me. It clicked that, wait a minute, self love is a portal. Self love is a portal that can be created as a means, as a tool, as a way, as a practice to initiate connection with the self that is within. And as creators, which we all are, we are all creators, I have this gift within. I have the ability to create this portal. And I have the strength to walk through this portal and find me and find the self that I lost somewhere, that I lost while pretending to be something I'm not, that I lost while connecting in with people that took from me, that I lost while people pleasing. And it's been a long, long, but beautiful journey finding my way back. This awakening, this recognition of the power of self love, it didn't just occur to me suddenly. Rather, it came in numerous subtle shifts in my perception over time. And I began to listen deeply to my intuition. I began to listen to the whispers of my soul. I went into the very depths of my being and I began to dance to the beat of my own drum. And I've never looked back. This was by no means easy. No. There were times I cried. There were times I thought perhaps I had lost my mind somewhere. But I kept going because I had this undeniable desire to connect with the light inside of me, to recognize my true self, to unfurl my essence. Now, what I didn't know was self limiting patterns, these limited beliefs that we adopt, they bury themselves deep into our souls, into our core, into the core of our being, essentially creating like a vortex of energy that keeps pulling us in, doing us to relieve the same patterns of behavior over and over. This can be disrupted though. You can disrupt this cycle when you bring in some kind of radical external force to act upon this pattern of behavior. Usually it comes in form of tower moments instigated by God, by the universe, to help you shift your perception and realign you back on your soul's path. I had a couple of those moments, a couple tower moments in my life that shook me to my core. But they ultimately made me this being of empowerment. Slowly, I learned to stop feeding these limiting patterns, these behaviors. I learned to detach from that kind of mindset. And immediately, it felt like a fog started lifting off of me. And it was almost like for the first time in a long time, I was seeing clearly. I was feeling clearly. And I could see a clearer, more authentic vision of myself. The more I delve into this process of self rediscovery, the more I realize that self love isn't just a feel good concept. Mm-mm, no, it is a potent catalyst for discovering the true you, the true self within. Self love acts as a gateway, like I said, like a portal that can transform anyone brave enough to step through it. This portal establishes a connection with the universe, a sense of reciprocity, because the universe operates on the principle of give and take. When you love yourself wholeheartedly, authentically, you are sort of signaling to the universe a readiness to receive the love that it has to give you. In essence, you're teaching the universe how to treat you. We are learning from the universe just as the universe is learning from us. All right, let's delve a little deeper here. Okay. So now, on a microcosmic level, self love can be likened to an alchemical process, a process of transmuting pain into power. Because when we dismantle these false beliefs, these false thought patterns, in essence, we are creating a bridge back to our true selves. As we shed these layers of conditioning, we're unveiling and transforming into our true essence. This essence is our Afro essence. It is our sense of empowerment. It is the core of who we are, a radiant, brilliant light that deserves to shine through. And on a macrocosmic level, self love becomes that force that drives the universe, that moves mountains. It is so potent that it expands and vibrates at such a high energy level that it can create positive change. By embracing self love, we are contributing to collective ascension. We're contributing to the collective expansion of our consciousness. Self love is not a weakness, it is a superpower. It is a power forged in the depths of adversity. It is a power forged from pain and triumph. And everyone has access to this power. If only you'll create that portal and step through. If only you'll believe in yourself and move from a place of love. If only you will shed those layers of fear, of unworthiness, and believe that you deserve the very best in life. If only you will let those thought patterns go, close that cycle, reconvene with yourself, reconvene with your higher self, bridge that gap between yourself and your soul, your truth. If only you will take that step and initiate that portal and connect. AfroEssence is not just a feel good platform. No, it is a platform I have created from a place of pain and a place of love. Pain because on my personal journey, I have experienced a lot of ups and downs that has brought me to this moment of empowerment. And love because love is what saw me through, is what allowed me to see the vision of my higher self, is what allowed me to reconnect to my purpose. And while I was navigating through my own dark night of the soul, I realized how important culturally relevant resources are to women like you and I, women who seek to enlighten themselves, who seek to expand their consciousness, who seek to embody divine feminine grace and move with power and love and balance their outer world with their inner realities. Through AfroEssence, I hope to provide support. AfroEssence will be a space where meditation, mindfulness practices, discussions amongst like minded women, and mindset coaching will be offered. Join me on this journey. Join me as we embrace AfroEssence. Catch you on the next one. Thank you for spending this time with me.